Hello everyone, in this video we are going to be putting a new roof on our camp. In this photo you can see that the chimney is starting to deteriorate and the shingles in general are starting to weaken. In this photo you can see some white patches on the shingles from sealant and the cinder blocks kind of falling apart on the chimney and we started getting leaks. So basically we knew 10 years ago we needed to put a new roof on. We've just been making it through for the last 10 years by patching, and right here we tore half of the chimney off basically and resealed it. We were using a pallet with tarps at one point to keep the water out. We did that for almost a year. You could see some of the moss growing on the shingles there, and just slowly did patch jobs for about 10 years, and finally this year we decided just to do it. So we started by putting, through this process we had to seal this chimney, so we put a temporary lean-to on here, and you can see all the white sealant and that flashing. That's where we had that like temporary tarp to seal over the chimney there. But this temporary lean-to got us about a year. That's we just put the stovepipe out the cinder block and up through that new lean-to just temporarily. That got us like another year. But we knew we needed to do the whole roof, so you'll see us in this next photo here planning. We wanted to make basically a bigger lean-to for storing our coolers and hunting gear and stuff underneath to keep it out of the weather. So here's trying to figure out where we would set our posts and pitch for this new lean-to. Since we were going to we needed new shingles on anyway, and the roof under those shingles was pretty soft, so we wanted to add basically a new roof there. So here it is with the shingles starting to come off, and the new post set for the lean-to. Here it is down to the bare boards. You can see that, these are old. Some of these are a little bit rotten. Some are real soft. Some just need to replace. They're cracked or split, and some of the nails were, over time backing out. My cousins started this day before I got there, and they put some new wood down, and you can kind of see that extra overlap of shingles there. That's a reinforcement of OSB on top of the existing wood to tie into the lean-to. That way it provides it some extra support. I didn't film the front part because I wasn't at camp yet, but the next day I got there and we did the shingle the back side of camp and then started working on finishing up that lean-to. So I got some time lapse of us putting shingles on the back side. I'm going to put some music to it. Watch and enjoy. Thanks. I didn't film it, but we did put weather guard underneath this transition from the shingled roof down to that rolled roof. We do plan to replace that rolled roofing eventually, so put some weather guard down and then new flashing. There was some old flashing there that was pretty rough, so we put new flashing down, and our plan is to, when we need to install the new roll roof, we'll kind of lift that flashing and slide up the new roll roofing right up underneath that flashing, so hopefully that works out. And as I was editing this video, I was looking at us installing this first course of shingles, and I think that you're supposed to trim the tabs off of the starters, but I'm not sure if that matters or not, so feel free to let me know in the comments the correct way to do this. And you also notice that we're starting to make a big mistake here. We did not offset our first course of shingles from our starters, so the seams of the starters and the first course of shingles line up, which is not good and would leak. So I noticed this when we got to the very end of this course, so we ended up just ripping that first course of shingles off and restarting. But once we restarted, we were kind of off to the races, and we were trying to rush because it's, as you can see in this section of the video, starting to rain, and it was starting to thunder. So Wanted to get this under roof before the rain really hit, and you'll see by the end of this, it really starts raining. So enjoy the time lapse. finishes up this side. We left the tar paper extra long and wrapped it around the peak and stapled it to the other side so it sealed up the ridge vent there. So it was watertight for the evening. It rained the rest of the evening, so we called it for the day and started the next morning, and basically had to put all of the OSB down and finish the framing of the lean-to, and then shingle, install our cutout for the chimney, and do our ridge cap. And that took us the bulk of the next day. I think we started, I don't know, 8 or 9 in the morning. We finished about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. It took us all day. But it turned out nice. We put tar paper down, then we put that blue weather shield you see, or blue-green weather shield. Put that at the transition from the lean-to the existing roof. There you can see the ridge vent in the middle. It's 12 feet long. We did the ridge cap shingles, and we put the chimney in. We just put a bucket on there for now because it's open. We didn't want water to come in. Ignore the bow in that roof. The existing camp was bowed in the middle there, so the new joist kind of just followed that to give it the same look. It worked out. It's just not level across. The next trip we're going to install the chimney, and it will be ready for the fall. Over the long term, we do plan to install more supports about halfway down that lean-to, whether we tie it into the ground or brace it off the existing roof. Still be determined, but if you have any ideas on that, throw them in the comments. I would appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. Thanks again.